Hey, what's happening guys? Welcome to eReviews. About a couple of months back, LeEco did this. They launched the Le2, the successor to the vastly famous Le1S. I've been using the Le2 as my primary device for the time period and would like to share my experience in this full review. With the budget segment getting overpopulated, I'll also tell you if the Le2 is still worth your money. So without any further ado, let's get started. As usual, let's start off with the design and build quality. Looks like LeEco has just two things in their mind for their devices. One, uniformity, and the second, symmetry. The Le2's front is strikingly similar to the Le1S, so much so that you can't tell them apart if placed aside face first. Only differences can be found on the sides and at the back of the device. The sides now have shiny rose gold chamfered edges, and the back has a new camera position and design. The slightly curved back and the flat sides provide a good grip of the device. The Le2 sports a metal unibody design just like its brother, but lighter than any of them. It weighs just 153 grams, and for an all-metal phone, that's pretty light. Adding to the goodness is the ergonomics. The right side houses the buttons, which are made up of metal and are positioned perfectly in my opinion. The left side houses the dual nano SIM tray, which is sadly not hybrid. Despite the large footprint of the screen, you can use this device one-handed with no issues. Well, it hasn't been all smooth sailing for the Le2 in this section. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding the build quality of the device. There are two to be specific. The first one is the screen creaking noise noted by C4eTech, and the second one is the screen distortion effect noted by Geeky Ranjit. Talking about the screen creaking noise, yes, it is present, and I don't buy LeEco's explanation of a gasket. But the issue occurs only when you press on the screen too hard, and that too only in the midsection. Otherwise, during your regular usage, it's so insignificant that you forget it's even there. I've been using the device for a month and I've kind of forgotten the existence of the issue as it doesn't hinder my usage. If you want more proof and info on this, watch BCD Technology's teardown of the device showing there's absolutely nothing wrong with the display or the internals. Coming to the screen distortion issue, it's an LCD screen for God's sake. Liquid crystal display. In layman terms, it has liquid, and if you press on it like a barbarian, it will distort. It's the same with any phone having an LCD display, even the iPhone for that matter. Hence, I wouldn't call this a defect.
So this is really bad quality, I would say. I don't like this. This does not happen with other handsets. You can take any other handset. It simply does not happen. This is really bad. It's horrible. I don't know, where is the quality control? How can they approve something like this? I don't know.
Another thing that turned off a lot of people was the omission of the 3.5mm audio jack. Instead, LeEco implemented a proprietary technology called CDLA, which promises to provide lossless audio using the Type-C port. LeEco also provided a Type-C earphone for the first lot of customers. My opinion, they could have provided the same to all the customers who bought the device. I'll be honest, it's very inconvenient to carry an adapter everywhere. But then again, every aspect of the modern day smartphone has seen leaps of improvement except the 3.5mm audio jack, and I think it's time someone comes up with a better technology. Apple's doing it, why shouldn't LeEco? Now let's get to the verdict. The Le2 is a well-built device despite those minor defects. It looks good and feels almost perfect to use. In short, you'd be happy with what you got for your 12,000 rupees. You might also arrive at a similar score of 8 out of 10 that I got for this section, and which is subjective to me as always. Moving on to performance, the Le2 is a powerful device. It features the latest and greatest from Qualcomm, the octa-core Snapdragon 652 processor. This processor is coupled with 3GB of RAM, 32GB of ROM, and the Adreno 510 GPU for the graphic end of things. All this is backed up by a 3000 mAh battery, which I will talk about in a bit. The Le2 handled every activity we threw at it like a boss. Though opening up apps were slow, but once it was up, it remained in memory, making multitasking a breeze. Now the UI is pretty heavy and takes up most of the RAM, hence this level of multitasking was kinda surprising. The same goodness continued to gaming, be it normal 2D and 3D games or the high level ones. There were absolutely no hiccups. The 5.5-inch Full HD display enriched the gaming experience with good viewing angles, bright colors and contrast. With all this happening in the background, of course the device did get warm, but not so bad as to mention it as overheating. Coming to the software, the device runs EUI 5.8, which is the company's own UI, which is based on Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Now this is a welcome addition given the fact that some of its competitors are still running on Android Lollipop. This UI is designed in such a way that you get the most out of the LeEco services. I'm more of a stock Android guy, so I installed Nova Launcher. The LeEco services include 2000 plus movies, 150 plus live channels, and few more which will be launched soon. I've made a dedicated video depicting everything you need to know about the LeEco services. I'll be sure to leave a card right now. Despite running such a powerful show, the LeTour managed to push it till the end of the day every single day. Of course, this can't be compared to the exceptional battery backup offered by the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, but for a 3000 mAh battery, it's acceptable. Now, the cameras. Couple of months back, you could say the LeTour had one of the better cameras, but now with the likes of the Moto G4 Plus and the Lenovo Fab 2 Plus, the competition has gone to a whole new level. That does not mean the LeTour has a bad camera. It's still a camera that provides good images under well-lit conditions and decent images under low-lit conditions. A little improvement could be made to the 4K video quality via a software update, which LeEco seems to be doing a decent job at. I've made a dedicated camera review, so check that out if you're interested. Alright, let's get to the verdict on performance. With good internals, hardware and optimized software, the LeTour still prevails as one of the best performers in the under 15,000 rupee price segment. Therefore, I give the LeTour a good score of 8 out of 10, fetching a total of 16 out of 20. If your budget is strictly under the 12,000 to 13,000 rupee mark, the LeEco LeTour and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 would be my top picks, but you will have to choose between the two basis your preference and liking. I've reviewed both the devices, so check them out before you make that purchase decision. Alright guys, so that's about it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you liked it. If you didn't like it, then feel free to vote it down and share your opinion in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video guys. This is Santosh signing off for eReviews. You guys have a great day.